Hi, it's Kim at Coral Tree. Thanks for watching. The earlier videos we've been wanting to show you some of the simple processes that we do right through the season to produce the quality apples that go into making a top quality apple cider vinegar. We think it's really important because apple cider vinegar is such a health-giving product, and to be able to produce a premium product requires our full attention all the way through, and we've done this to give you the best vinegar possible. Let's discuss some of the reasons why apple cider vinegar is so good for you. It's my belief that the body has got all of these biological functions that are built into it. So we've got systems for helping to detoxify and helping to control our blood levels and sugar levels and all of those issues. So those are biological functions that happen automatically. When we get sick, it's because those biological functions are no longer happening. And so all cider vinegar does is simply puts the body back into a balanced state so that those biological functions that are happening naturally and automatically can happen, and detoxification or weight management or insulin levels are much more easier for the body to get back into the correct levels. It just appears that apple cider vinegar is one of these key products that's there, and all of the organic acids are there in the natural environment to help regulate that whole pH process, and apple cider vinegar is just one of the products that's just so easy and readily available for us to be able to fit in with our whole dietary lifestyle. So we recommend people take just a little bit of apple cider vinegar every day, and ideally first thing in the morning while your digestive system is empty before you have any food, and you only need a couple of tablespoons full in a glass of water and drink that first thing. And if you find the vinegary taste a little bit too sharp, then a little bit of honey, half a teaspoon of honey mixed in with it, and drink that in the first thing in the morning. And I recommend people to have it again in the evening, either around that evening meal or before they go to sleep at night. And it's just helping that body, that little bit every day is a preventative, so it helps the body to keep in that balanced pH stage rather than waiting until you've got a problem and then trying to hit it with large doses of apple cider vinegar is the wrong way about it. A little bit regularly is much more effective. So yeah, I guess I've been around apple cider vinegar for over 25 years now, so I quite like the acidy bitiness of apple cider vinegar, and I like pickles and relishes, so I enjoy that. But what I find with Coral Tree cider vinegar, and I've heard a lot from our customers as well, is that there's actually quite a nice fruitier balance in there as well. So if you can get past that whole initial shock of the acid bite, then try tasting some of those fruitier flavours behind the acidness, which is all part of what we're trying to do in producing a really good quality apple cider vinegar. And in particular, I think by maturing it in the oak barrels helps to smooth out a little bit of that acidness and gives more of that fruitier flavour to the vinegar. Obviously I use apple cider vinegar in a whole lot of different ways. I like it on a salad dressings, and as I say, with pickles and relishes. The problem with some of the pickles and relish products is that you've had to heat the vinegar, so it's been through a boiling process, and although I still think the vinegar has some beneficial aspects even after it's been heated, I think if you're looking for a truly health benefits from apple cider vinegar, you want to try and use it in the natural unpasteurised state, because when it hasn't been heat treated, then it's got those living bacterial, the living mother is it's called, in the bacterial process in the vinegar, which is all part of introducing that live food back into our diets. Okay, so the fermentation of the vinegar happens, and it's quite a long, complicated fermentation process, but the bacteria, acetobacteria, is an airborne bacteria that comes in and starts the fermentation process in the vinegar. It requires both the nutrients from the apple juice as well as oxygen, and when it's got nutrients and oxygen, it forms a thick rubbery skin on the surface of the vinegar, and that's what's called the vinegar mother. And as long as that vinegar remains untreated, so not pasteurised or not filtered, then there is still that living bacteria in that product. And so when people ask, has it still got the vinegar mother in it, they're asking, has the product been heat treated or filtered? And no, our product hasn't been heat treated or filtered. It's still got the living bacteria in there, so the living mother is still part of that process. Again, from my understanding and my involvement in the whole organic growing industry, the whole symbiotic life processes are the critical things that organics is bringing back into our environment that we have lost over the last couple of 100 years. And in particular in our diets is that so much of the foods that we're eating are dead processed foods, and by having a living product like apple cider vinegar into our diet just simply helps, both regulates the pH balance in our digestive system, but also helps that whole flora and fauna, I think they call it, in the digestive system to be back in the correct balance. So if our digestive system goes too acidic or too alkaline, then the bacteria or the fungi take over, whereas when we keep that digestive system in a balanced pH, then the bacteria and fungi are in a much more better balance in the system, so that they're more able to work through the whole digestive process. So apple cider vinegar has got a lot of uses because of that whole pH balancing process that it goes through, and there are very few harmful organisms that will survive in that acid environment. So apple cider vinegar can be used as an antiseptic. I think it's really very, very valuable on any skin complaints, cuts or wounds, or acne or anything like that, dandruff, to be able to wash it over your skin, and it just helps the whole exterior healing process as well. But a lot of people use it for wiping down benches and disinfectants around the house, and I think it's a very good product for a whole range of different things. Thanks for watching. I do hope these videos have been of some benefit to you. It's our way of simply trying to show you the process that we go through in making this quality vinegar and why we think it can help be a benefit for you. Try it, give it a go, you might be surprised.